Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dark Eagle's World. I am and remain Dark Eagle. Appreciate you swinging by. So, in the background, you may see what I would refer to as a monstrosity, but actually, it is a iron farm, and I got this specific design from Avomance. So, a lot of a lot of Minecraft players probably know of Avomance. He does some of the really cool builds out there, really great tutorials as well. So I'll leave a link to the tutorial I used for this one. Let's go check it out and create a... I'm going to create one of the arms of this iron golem farm. And you can see there's a golem going across. But you can do up to the 4 that we have here. So let me get this going and I will hopefully impress you, but most of all, hopefully entertain you, which is the main goal of me doing this. So here we go. Alright, so we are going to start creating something pretty useful here. Well, we all need iron. And I am going to use a design that I found from a very probably well-known YouTuber by the name of Avomance. I will also make sure to link it into the description and also see if I can figure out how to put one of those little cards up in the middle of the video. But I saw this here version he did and I wanted to do it because the most important and bestest part about this is there is no zombies. So you don't have to have any zombies in. It just means it doesn't work at night, but I mean it's just a solo world. Why do I need to have zombies and why do I need to have iron going at night? Especially after last episode where I got those mending books. So now everything gets mended whenever I do anything. So I kind of was creating this before I got that little mending villager or that zombified villager. So I had this all going and then yeah, I didn't need that anymore. So we are going to create this. It's actually like right here. We're going to put some wooden signs. Now, the weirdest part about this whole thing is you're going to put lava on top of wooden signs and it doesn't burn them down. But if you put lava anywhere else, anywhere near wooden stuff, it's just going to burn. Go. So that's one of those mechanics that I've never understood. But hey, it works, and it allows me to harvest golems of iron for their poppies. Yes, that's why I'm doing it. 100% just for poppies. And here I'm just fiddling around. The design Avomance came up with is absolutely brilliant, and it can be made into multi-levels. It can have a couple of different designs done with it. Just absolutely like this one, especially the fact that I don't need zombies. Even though, as it's probably become very apparent, I always get so lost in what I'm doing that I forget to stop building when it's nighttime so that it makes it easier for people to see what I'm doing on the video. One of these days I may learn that. Still learning. But yeah. So this is just going to be... I'm going to forget how to talk there for a sec. Forgive me. This is just basically going through the building steps. I'm just going to do one of the arms. These things actually get 4 arms on them. You will get to see a weird glitch, but yeah. So once you've got this here tower, which is going to be your the chamber that gets them, you're going to go out from here 16 blocks total. Now, that includes the ring around. I know, there is a madness to the method. Like I said, Avomance did this perfectly. So you'll need, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, 16. Sorry, I had to recount because I absolutely lost track of how many there was there. I forgot. But yeah, the reason for that is you can use some water streams. So go do this up. You build this nice little 3x3. And then, of course, because it's an Avomance build, the man is a genius when it comes to doing everything. So there's beautification. So upside down staircases. I would never have guessed how useful an upside down staircase would have been until I saw people using them. And of course I put one on wrong. Yeah, and I'm sure if astute viewers as I fall, because why not? Let's just take a jump off the top and see how many hearts I can lose. You'll notice I got a couple of those happy gas floating around. I had done a whole thing on, recorded some video, had it all ready, up and running, ready to go, and then in my infinite wisdom, I deleted it all. So if I ever get another dried gas, I'll go through the process and show what it can be done. But basically, they're just great big hot air balloons. So here I did a little bit of a side quest because I heard this wolf up in the... Always, I'm a dog person. I love dogs. Have a dog. I know names of every dog that I meet, even if I don't know the name of the owner or parent. So here we go. I got the dog. I still need to come up with a name for this one. I haven't thought of any good names. So again, I will put it out to anybody who watches the video here. If you do have a good name for a good boy or girl, we can give the doggy a good name and they can live happily named. Now, yeah, when I first did this, I put the dog down here in the hole, but it does eventually get to live in the house. As you might have seen last episode, or 2 episodes ago when I did the house. I don't even know what episode I did that on. Anyways, so we got the dog there. Going back over, and I'm going to keep this part in because, of course, we're going to see the bane of everyone's existence, a creeper. Boom. Yep. Hole in the ground. Anyways, left that, and I went to finish this up. So what I'm going to do here is the actual chamber for the villagers. I always like, well, as Avaman said to do it in a different color. Sorry about the clearing the throat. Allergies are absolutely disgusting right now this time of the year. But doing it in a different color allows you to have things separated, keep it good, and we will get this all taken care of. So one thing, definitely since we're doing a villager, well, this is a place where villagers are going to live, we're going to want them to be able to see outside. Because, I mean, it's not really a jail, just kind of sort of a jail. I mean, we don't call it a jail, we just call it their happy little place to spawn golems. Yeah, that's it. And yes, you're going to get to keep seeing my absolutely atrocious inventory, because I do not know how to have a nice clean inventory. It's a sickness, I know. But you're going to see, and I don't know how I did this, but I ended up with the exact right amount of the blackstone bricks. Or no, this isn't blackstone, sorry, the deep slate bricks. I don't know how I ended up with just the right amount to do what I needed. Little glass so these guys can see out, and get this all built up for them. Now, the best part of this whole thing is the fact that, yeah, it needs villagers. Now, I have that one village that's nearby. I could just sit around and try to get as many different zombie villagers as possible. But for the most part, I'm probably just going to be stealing from the village until I create my own villager breeder. I tried to make one. I didn't film any of it because it absolutely failed. So if anybody knows of a good villager breeder that just doesn't suck, feel free to let me know. But here's the advantage of having these flying gas, or happy gas. I just attach the boat got 2 villagers in there that I had stolen. I had them hidden in a little spot, and now I'm going to get them and put them in there. Yes, I put up. It's absolutely useless how I put that over there. Not really useless. I guess it worked for what I was supposed to do, but I'm gonna get in. The reason you put these trapdoors here is just so they. I honestly don't know. I'm sure Avo actually says why, but I don't remember why. And yes, I didn't have soft touch at this time, so glass broke. Glass broke. So again, and you'll notice I only had my pickaxe here made out of diamond and everything else is copper. So that was the main reason I was getting this done. But here I'm throwing some food in because we want these guys to make babies. So you see there the heart? I'm going to cover this up so they can do their stuff in private without us looking over their shoulders. But that's how we're going to fill up the old villager pods. And there we go. You see the baby villager right there. So we've got one. So these guys will keep going until there's 5 villagers in here. And then we'll have a happy little villager village. Village. But again, you'll see me working into the evening because I just get going and never think to stop. But here I'm going to fix up some of the more important parts. So we want to have a spot for golems to go down. You're going to see I have a problem with counting here because I wanted to go 8 and then 7. But I decided I was going to do 7 and 8. Then I realized all of a sudden it's like, hang on, that doesn't compute very well. So I fixed it up on this side and then fixed the other side. And somehow still got it in the right place without messing up too badly. I was very impressed with myself. Wait, get this going. Now this is where you're going to need these fence gates. Another one of those things that I absolutely think is crazy how the fence gates can just do that, and it's good. But there you go. Got the fence gates in. Another baby being created, but then we need the water. And both times I put in the wrong spot. Then I needed to get some water from here, of course, because you gotta have your buckets, and I somehow, you'll notice I only have an empty bucket, even though it was full a second ago. Where did that bucket of water go? You'll see shortly. But here, this is also another weird one. So I was putting these across. You have to have them here. But one of them, you're going to see in a little while, one of them actually just disappears. And I don't know why, what caused it to disappear. Put those there just so that the golems, when they come along, they would actually go into the kill chamber there. And then put the water in. I did it right on this one. I was very happy with myself. Very pleased that I got them in the right spot this time. So there, so once the got 5 villagers, when they're yammering around, they'll eventually create a golem and it'll go along this area. And then of course I decided to put these lanterns up after I put the water in. So I did my best impersonation of a salmon trying to go upstream. And then I fell in the hole, which of course was brilliant. And again, here's another one of those things that why didn't I break out one of the glass and then break out one of the bricks above, but no, I decided, you know what, let's be dumb and take out the glass bricks because, you know, no silk touch and water all over the place. But then I did find out where that other water stream was going, so we'll just go take care of that. Yeah, and cool stuff. Anybody who watched last week, I mentioned that I'm trying to do some new things in life. I'm going to be doing a little bit of course on 3D design work this starting this week, just to see if it's actually where I want to go for the future. So, yay me. One more thing that I have that's going to take up time in my life. But it is something I've always wanted to do. So, hopefully this works out well. But now, one of the most important parts of a iron farm. You need to have somewhere to burn the iron golems. And the most effective way to get them is with lava. So let's grab the empty bucket and not the full one, and grab this lava stream. Very convenient, it was just right there. Of course, it's all going to go to HE double hockey sticks in a couple of minutes, but hey, why not, right? Maybe I can see here watching the video back what actually happened. It was just quite annoying that it all of a sudden didn't work for me for some reason. So I needed to go down one. Yeah, everything seems to be working fine. So I do this, I put in the lava. Everything looks good. Back in. Everything looks good. And then I do that. Everything's looking good. So, let's see. I'm trying to see because you'll see in a couple of minutes. I'm going to go and do something. I'm going to build a column here because it doesn't look right having the thing just floating there. I know a lot of Minecraft builds just float. I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest with you. So we're going to put this in here, give it a little bit of a nice column. You know, see, I got myself some stairs still because you can't just do a column and leave it single brick right up, right? And I'm gonna make it look fancy and give it a flick. I really am glad they put these extra tough bricks in. That's a pretty cool brick. I like the color combination on this. It looks so well. So just finish these off. I'm gonna try to see if I can start getting the audio to record properly through OBS when I'm doing stuff. I'm having such a bugger of a time with it. Didn't seem to get the right audio settings. I think I might have fixed that, so I'm gonna try that and just see. But we'll see. I'm not gonna claim victory just yet. But give ourselves a nice little spot here. I know it's basic, but it's still a better looking column than just a straight column, right? Get that in, get that one, and then of course the last one, I fall down. Instead of just doing this simple thing where I could have just put another scaffold out, I had to break it and come down. So we're gonna go up, put that back in, and then you're gonna see my headache. These out. And now as we turn over, you notice something weird within this, where there's no lava up there. So somehow, and I don't know how it happened, one of the fence gates just ended up in my inventory. So it was just another one of those happy computer glitches. Now, of course, you're going to see me here take and, yep. You know, I could have just put the other one back, but instead I decided I was going to break it out and have all three of them in my inventory again. Still trying to figure out why I decided that was the best route to go. But got that in, blocked it off, got myself another piece of obsidian because the water turned that into obsidian, and some more cobblestone because you can never have too much cobblestone, right? So, for the most part, this is it. When the golems start working, they'll flow through. They will fall down into that hole, and then you will be Swimming in poppies. And some iron as well, I guess. Always finding a way to injure myself. I know. And then I don't know why, it's probably OCD-ish, but I wanted to make sure all of these are flowing the same way, so it all looked good. And there we go. And then, yeah, walls, can't jump over, gotta go around. So I found that if you jump up enough, you can get on top of them. And there we go. We have one of them complete. Alright, there we go. We have iron golems coming in. Getting a fair amount through this. Probably a good flow. So again, in the description, I will have a link to Avomance's original video for this. So big thanks to him for all the times that he creates these things. A lot of the stuff, a lot of the knowledge I've got from the games from watching his videos. So huge thanks. Check him out. He is, like I say, an amazing builder. Great tutorials as well. But I will let y'all get back to your day. Hopefully back to what looks like a regular schedule, getting a little bit of more game time in, getting a chance to actually play, but hopefully learning some 3D animation and design over the next little bit, and I can one day be able to do this stuff myself. Because we have two golems waving at us in the lava, we will call it there, and hope everybody has a great rest of your day. You take care, and bye for now. Thanks for hanging out.